Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. Today we're doing a traveling to Europe on a budget video, and I'll just be explaining what you should know, what you should do and should not do when planning your trip to Europe. But first, let me say this: I am not a travel expert, I'm not a travel guru. I love traveling, and this video is just to share my experience with you guys on what it takes to actually plan a trip. So the first thing I will say is do your research. Do a lot of it. It takes a lot of research when you're planning a trip, especially if you've never been to that place before. You want to cover all your bases. So the first thing, or a few of the things we should research when planning a trip, is currency. What currency does that country use? Do they accept your currency? Do they prefer to use credit cards / debit cards, or do they prefer cash? Because in some areas like in Sweden, they prefer using cards than cash. In some places, cash is accepted, but it's more common to use your credit cards. Then you want to know what visa restrictions are there, or if you need a visa to get to that country. If it's not a direct flight, you also want to know if you need a visa for any country you have to connect to get to your final destination. You also want to do your research on hotels. Is it a good hotel? Is it in a good neighborhood? Ask a lot of questions before you book your hotel, because some of them might portray that they offer certain things, but they don't actually offer those things. For example, over the summer, I went to Europe. I went to Sweden, Poland, and Italy, and I also had to stop in Miami, London, and New York. And this one hotel in Poland, we thought that we would get like a mini fridge in the room, because that's what the picture portrayed. When we actually got to the room, no mini fridge. You also want to research the city you're planning on staying at. If it's a city or if it's a village, you want to know, which parts of the city are safe, how expensive is that city, so on and so forth. You also want to do your research on language. What language do they speak? You at least want to know a few words in that language, like how to say thank you, how to say please, how to ask for directions, the basic things. Of course, in this new day and age where technology exists, you can always Google Translate, but it would be more courteous if you knew a few words. You also want to research the laws of that country, because what might be legal in your country might actually be illegal in another country, and you don't want to be stuck in another country for breaking their laws. So do some research about their traveling laws as well as laws of the country. Next thing you want to do is do some research on getting around. Okay, how are you going to be moving about? Are you gonna be taking a taxi? Are you gonna do the train? Are you gonna do a bus? Are you gonna use the Uber? Are you gonna do the car rentals? You want to research how you're gonna get around, not just from airport to where you're going, but also when you get there, according to if it's like a relax or if it's more of an adventure vacation. You want to know how you're getting around, what the prices are, and how safe it is. You can also research city passes. A lot of European countries do city passes, where you get a pass for the city that you're in. Some of them are valid for a day, 2 days. You can set the pass you want. For example, in Italy, they offer city passes where you travel on a wide range of transport modes with that one city pass. Next thing you want to do is double check your itinerary. All right, so airport transfers, you at least want to cater for, you know, flight delays. If you're changing from one airport to the next, you want to make sure that you will get there in time. Now let me just say that you really do need to cater for flight delays, okay? Because on this trip that we went to, out of probably the many flights that we took, this one airline, I decided to book this one airline for most of Europe, and they were always late. Like, we were delayed 3 hours each flight. So you want to definitely cater for flight delays. You want to also read reviews on airlines. You know, just search up airlines and read the reviews, because a lot of airlines provide terrible service. A lot of them are known for having frequent flight delays. So also do some research on the airline that you'll be traveling with. Next, if you want to create your own travel itinerary, you can use websites such as getyourguide.com. You know, things, when you're researching things you want to do, a lot of activities are on getyourguide.com, and you can plan your days or your trip on getyourguide.com and many other websites out there. Next thing you want to research is or the next thing you'd want to get is a roaming data plan. So you can do some research to see if it would be more cost effective for you to get a SIM within that country, and if it's even allowed, because in some countries they don't sell SIM cards to foreigners. So you definitely want to check getting a roaming data plan from your own network provider, or alternatives like getting a SIM card from that country. And that's it for this video, what you should know when traveling to Europe. This video was a very short one, and I think I will do a next video where I go more in depth. Thanks for watching. Please feel free to like, share, and comment down below what other tips you would suggest, and also don't forget to subscribe to get more videos.